Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When you talk about this Jets defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 66 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Rolling to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Second and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Go to 50.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Walker to start the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
There we go.
Smith. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Check 58. Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll find Metcalf. Fights loose. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Here we go, hey. What's up?
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Zoom.
To throw, it's Rodgers. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets had 5 and 6 to start play. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Out of the gun, Smith.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5. To throw is Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they're certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Geno now to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it's Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Smith throwing again.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Smith.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And a completion to Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Hey, here we go.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Rodgers.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Running left, it's Hall.
Powers through him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hall again.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44.
Here we go.
Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Smith. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That's complete to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Rodgers now to throw. And Lazard's got it again. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he works free. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Smith going to try and run with it.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the out.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw is Rodgers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What a change in this